Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Treble, The Rhythm Within, issue number 2. Not gonna lie when I say I've been waiting for this one. So I'm really digging on this one, man. This was a lot of fun. There are certainly some problems with it. It's like the first time the guy did a comic book, man. Let it slide, all right? Listen, this was really good. The story has me. Before I start telling you who made this book, I'm gonna say this. I was waiting for the second issue. Didn't know how I was gonna get it, but I was determined to get it. As far as that third issue, I'm like, now that I got the information in the second issue, I'm not going to need that third issue, right? It's like, just let it go. No, damn it. Now I need the third issue too. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Let's get talking about this. So Dre DeBrute Daniels is the author, writer, storyboard, and direction guy. Federico Avila Corsini. Sounds like another WAP. What's up with that, man? Like, are we everywhere? Are we prevalent? Anyway, so he's in charge of art, ink, colors, and letters. And B. Norrad, the pilot art concepts. Okay, I get it. So the original designs and all that good stuff. So here's the information, if you could see that. Let's get started with this. So we got a couple new characters in here. We got this doctor. This doctor shows up. His name is Dr. Jason Mathers. And we know that Zamir Green says it right in the beginning, which is fantastic. So, real quick, like, oh crap, who's this guy again? I got to go back to my first issue and read this. No. Right here, they give the reintroductions. So Zamir, he's just like, oh, dude, Doc, what happened? If we remember in the previous issue, he wound up getting his powers for the first time and overloaded. He didn't know what to do. He was playing I think he was playing house music or something like that, and just boom, blew up, and like he didn't know what was up. Well, now he's in there with this doctor, and this doctor is straight shady, bruh. This doctor is straight shady. His mom's all like, I don't want to catch a cold or anything. Turns out he's got the chills, and everybody's saying you got the chills. But we're not sure, so we're going to let you go on the streets. Remember, people who have the chills, it means somebody's got some kind of power. So we got to take you away to some raft-like situation where nobody's ever going to hear from you again, and we're going to conduct tests on you because you're a guinea pig at this point. More Italian jokes. What's up with that? Anyway, so he goes and he starts hanging out with his buddy, Ant. Starts hanging out with Ant. And they're trying to figure some things out, and they start actually working on the powers. So when he listens to a certain kind of music, he gets like this super strength in him. When he listens to some other powers, or some other music, he gets super smart. Oh look, he looks like the Black Leader. You remember from the Incredible Hulk, Samuel Stern, one of the enemies of the Hulk, the leader. That's just great. And his hands glow jade. I had to get that right. I almost said green. I would have gotten corrected in a heartbeat. He listens to other music. All of a sudden, he can run super fast. And this is where you get that image from the front. There's a reason why they use that on the front and the back, because that is a hot image. Look at that. And they actually, like, dude knew what was up, because he made sure, like, that's the page that he's going to show and everything like that, because he knew. He's like, yo, I outdid myself here. Look at this. You can actually see the background, the shade. Look at that. That is actually really, really well done. All right. Thoroughly impressed. Federico. I likes it. So he's trying to learn how to use his powers. He's accepted he's got powers, the chills and all that. And then just a little bit of stuff with, like, the bad guy's a little weak. We got to introduce some villains. All right. So you got a mad scientist. Why not have him start releasing some of the people who also have the chills, who've maybe used their powers a little bit more, but they're not as cool powers as this guy's? Because one of the cool things about this dude's powers, all right, about Zah's powers, is that depending on which music he listens to, that will dictate which power he gets. As long as he remembers which one, he's got a certain playlist where you just be like, boop, 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 and switch out. This cat can literally be the everyman and just start taking a fool out. So if you specialize in this, well, he'll start hitting you with this, this, and this, right? Maybe he can't match you in the one thing you can do, but you can't match the 8 things that he can. Plus, there's more than 8 kinds of music. I wonder what happens when he gets dubstep. Oh, man, can you imagine? Anyway, so then they meet Sam at Big Slurp. At first, I thought that Big Slurp was actually the name of their friend. And I'm like, dude, if his name is Big Slurp, that's just it. I'm going to lose it. That's going to be awesome. That reminds me of Big Worm. Remember from Friday? Freaking Phase on Love, right? Personally, I liked his role in Three Strikes a lot better. It was hysterical, but anyway. So Big Slurp is just the name of the place. Whatever, not as cool, not as cool as Sam, I guess. But Sam's funny, man. So they're like, we need a plan. Sam's like, boom! He pulls out some straight up blueprints. They're like, what the hell is that? When they said we need a plan, he's like, I got blueprints. He's really got freaking blueprints. I almost died in that one. All right, so I'm not going to get too much more into the comic book. I actually went a little bit further than I really wanted to, but I had to get to the blueprints part, man. I got there. I was laughing a lot more than just this dude. I'm like, damn. So this is a fun comic book, man. Look, it's got some problems. Most of our problems is actually with the lettering. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. It is what it is. You need to get a professional letterer. Federico is great at his art. Look, there's going to be some people who are not going to like certain aspects of the art. Let me go and throw this in there again since I don't actually have the physical or the digital images to show you, but check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with the art. You might say that, like, the backgrounds are all the exact same. You would be correct. The backgrounds, no matter where you go, it's all this light blue background. That makes you focus more on the front. The colors aren't bad. Like when you do certain images, they look great. Otherwise, it's just like, oh, a blank slate with a little bit of that's his t-shirt. I don't know, man. Like, the guy has no definition whatsoever. Sheesh. He looks like he's got a little bit of Cobra action going there. He's got no pecs. What's up? Anyway, so it gets a little, you know what I'm saying, the backgrounds, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the art, for the most part, really good. For a guy who's not already hired by Marvel or even Boom Studios, this is really good. The biggest problem that I see is the lettering and the words that are being used. Now, the lettering, pretty clear who's in charge of that, right? But as far as the words being used, I'm a little confused there. There's certain parts in here that clearly deserve a question mark. Don't have a question mark. Clearly things in here that do not deserve a question mark. Regular statements are posed as questions, and it doesn't make sense. But that's me as an English teacher, so it is what it is. The lettering, here's the thing. Towards the end, how far in the back is this? Because I don't want to... Okay, I don't want to show you the last page. The last 2 pages actually do some really good onomatopoeias. So that's the letterer again, but as art. So these actually look really good. You know what? There's also some parts in here with the lettering that are actually pretty damn professional. Hold on. I need to find... Here it is. It's on the same page as looking at before. It's not just like these are so blasé. They're so basic. You can't hate them, but there's absolutely nothing to love. One of the biggest complaints, where's the boldface stuff? Because I'm just not seeing a single boldface letter. Certain, like, boldfaces for certain words, like a word or 2 words together, could be used to emphasize a word. A lot of times, even professional letterers will get them completely wrong, But you use the letters the right way, and certain words that need to be emphasized, or words that are keywords that should be remembered for later that you're going to use, those words need to be boldface. They need to be boldface to show some difference. Otherwise, it's just read, whatever, right? But then sometimes you actually play with it, and look, he's speaking these words, but it's just there. No need for a text bubble there. It actually looks good without it. Probably looks better. Definitely looks a lot better than if you were to put the little bubble with the line going to it. Like, what's going to go? Go to his head? They're going to all connect and then go right here. We know who's talking. So there's no need for that. Like here, you need it. Hey, this is me talking. This is off panel. The only other dude in the room talking. Here, it's him. Or it can even be as just, narrator's text, whatever. It doesn't matter. It seems like this is something that, he's thinking. He's thinking this stuff. So boom. And it works. It works really good. But for the most part, the letters are boring. I don't remember if I saw any spelling mistakes. Oh, one of the things was the language being used. When you say things like, oh yeah, man, I just want to kick it and chill. And then other times you are talking like this and you're not doing any conjunctions. You're not like, we are as opposed to we're. Nah, bro, it's we're. Okay, it's we're. We're in colloquial world here. Nobody speaks proper English. Can you imagine if you walked into a shop, you walked into a deli, and you're just like, yes, hello. I would like a pepperoni sandwich, sliced thin, whatever the hell you're going to order, but you're not doing colloquial. Hey man, let me get a such and such. You walk in there, you start speaking like, William Shakespeare, like, wow, that's really good. Did you just get back from church? Anyway, what do you want to eat? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that King James talk, right? Likewise, in this case, too many that should be used when you're yelling at somebody. You are not listening to me. If you just say, you're not listening to me, it changes it. Think about how that changes it. You're not listening to me. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, wake up, attention. You are not listening to me. That's accusatory. And that's like serious. Pay attention to every single word. I'm emphasizing every word. And that's one of the things that need to be remembered when you're actually putting together a book like this. It's funny that the story is great. The humor in here, like I don't know if that blueprint thing was meant to be as funny as that was, but I laughed my ass off at it. It works. It works really well. More of that, please. The art in here, I'm not going to complain about the art at all because some things are really good. Some things, like the background, but I'm okay with it. But the lettering, once again, dude, hire a professional editor. What's Tom Warzakowski doing today? You know what I'm saying? What's Hassan Otsmane Al-Haw doing today? You know what I'm saying? What are some of these guys doing today? Hire a professional letter. Watch the quality of the book shoot up there. You know what I'm saying? Because holy crap, it will make this book look about as professional as possible. Look at, I think I said this before. Look at that title page. That's great. That's artistic design. Boom. Look at the subtitle. Bam! That's banging. Like, there's some hot stuff in here. It's really good. Like the background, everything that's set up, the design for down here, all of this, the preamble, the foreword, if you will, the prologue. Like, there's just so much that's good about this. That lettering, though, man, it's just, it's dropping it. I just saw something pretty interesting. Come on. There we go. See, like, more like this. More like this. Less like, I am talking. You are listening. You are responding. I am replying. Enough. Anyway, guys, this is a really good book. This is great to see. I can't wait to see where this story goes because we've seen that he gets powers in the first book. We see him testing his powers. Now he's about to be able to use his powers in a scenario. What's going to be with issue 4? Field testing those, because this is kind of field testing, but like using those powers in battle against another super person thing. The bad guy, a villain. It's a villain. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. But until then, I am definitely waiting in issue 3. Guys, get a hold of the people responsible for this. Information will be in the description box below. I will talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.